Hello everyone, this is Akshay from LPR Trading Group. I hope everyone is making good amount of money. So today I would like to do my trade recap. I took two trades and I would like to explain what all things I was looking at the open, why I took the trade and what was the reason taking the trade. So before I get onto the charts, if you could throw a like, subscribe to the channel and comment down if you have any questions, we would really appreciate that and get back to you your questions as soon as possible. So S&P 500, I mostly trade futures contracts on S&P 500. So at the open, let's go to the daily time frame and you would be able to see that there was a huge push. Buyers are present and going into the open, I was looking for these two zones to be used. One is we had an overhead rejection in the pre-market from 4-hour supply and the pivot, and I wanted to see if it comes back to this area and then we can take it again short, targeting this 15-minute demand that we got created right at the open. So either the price is opened over here, it goes back to the supply and we get our favorite trap pattern, we take it short below this level and target below demand area. So the first target would have been this one, the 15-minute demand, which got created right before the open, and the next demand would be 1 hour demand 4286, which was created on the previous day's actions. So right at the open, what we saw is it getting rejected before reaching out to the supply. So I was watching this action on 1 minute and 5 minute, and it was not at all a healthy action to take the trade. So it went up, pushed up, came down, then again pushed up. Buyers trying to push the price up towards the supply, and buyers gave up. Sellers taking the control, and this was not the action that I was prepared to trade. Even though the 15-minute demand worked completely fine, but I was not at all confident about longs taking long in this situation where the supply, like the sellers are taking the control. I did not take this trade right at the bounce in the demand, and till this action I wanted to see this action getting pushed up, coming down, and then taking it up. But I did not take this trade since I was not at all confident on buyers today, and sellers were aggressive, but I did not find any entry to take it short. After the fact, the market has in the hindsight, you could say that you could have got short over here or here, but when this action was getting unfolded, it was very difficult to know where I can take the short. So my hard time was 9:30 and I stopped watching the market after this 9:30. So this was the market morning action, which I did not even take a single trade in this one. And then I came in the afternoon my desk at this location where the market was just missed the demand of 1 hour and is bouncing back. But since you see the overall action from the morning, you will be able to realize that sellers were in control. So I was hesitant to actually take it long, and I did not take anything long. So when this action was getting unfolded, I saw a new demand getting created on the 5 minutes over here. So this is the new demand that got created. Now since we were creating a new demand while trending up, I was okay with taking a pullback into this 5 minute demand, 5 minute demand, and targeting this 30-minute supply that got formed. So if I scroll to higher time frame, you will be able to realize that there was a 30-minute demand that got formed when this action got unfolded. So this was the 30-minute demand. So if I wanted to take it long in this area, my first target partial would be 30-minute supply that got formed. So let's get to the lower. So looking into this action, you could see it was higher low over here, higher low, and then higher low over here. And this was the key level which I had marked already, and you could see that there was a huge volume that came in on this candle over here, and then there was no volume at all, like volume completely, buyers gave up on this one. So this was the place where I got into a short position, like I thought about getting a short, but since the candle was so huge that my stop loss would be a huge. So I waited for another 2 minutes, and then I got into this candle. The reason to get into this trade, this I got it this candle. The reason to get onto this trade was, first thing is key level rejection, which was from the daily time frame. Then a climatic volume that came in over here on this candle, buyers giving up, sellers taking control, and I took the trade over here. Entry was below this candle, stop was above this candle, which was like 4 points. I was risking 4 points, and the first target was this level, which was 5 minutes demand. If we want to bounce from here, we could have bounced and taken it to the highs, right? So I took my first partial over here, which was like 8 points from my entry. So the risk was 4 points. I already took 2 is to 1, like 2 times of my risk. This was my first target, and the last target was this, which was like 22 points from my entry. So this was overall 4 points risk and 22 points target, which was like 5 times of my risk. So this was the trade which I took it. I'll show you one more trade that I took and the reason behind that as well. So I got short before this one on this pivot high as well. So this was my entry. This was my first trade. Got in over here on this red candle, and then I got stopped out because first target was this one. So this was my first trade, and then this was the second. Partial profit taking strategies are always based on the levels. This was one because of the 5 minute demand, and this was another because there was no good demand area in this entire zone. So I took the entire profit over here. So that's it from my trade today. This was the trade. I took two trades and I showed you the breakdown of why I took the trades. If you have any questions regarding the trade, you can comment down below. Link to the course and to the discords are in the description, so do check it out to know more how we trade. Thank you so much.